What's going on, folks? Fight Day live chat from I guess tonight's event is actually in sunny San Diego, California. It's always fun whenever fights are finally in front of crowds. I'll always say this. I really hope that they continue to do events out of the Apex at least once a month or something like that, just so people can actually go out there and enjoy that experience. As of right now, I believe they still have events at least booked through October and November that are going to be taking place at the Apex. So that's obviously great. I'm hoping that I can make it out to the one that's on the October 15th card, as that's the one before my birthday, at least a week before my birthday. So hoping I can get out there, have some fun. I believe it's I want to say it's Sandhagen versus Yadong. Let me see here real quick what that card will be. There is no way that Google is telling. There's no way that Google right now is telling me that the main event for that card is Viviane Araujo versus Alexa Grasso. Let me lean on the old faithful capology here for that. Let's see, UFC October 15th. Cannonier versus Strickland. I'm down with that. Yeah, I mean, Cannonier was in the main event of the last one that I went to at the Apex as well. Ooh, Brandon Royval fought at that card as well. He's fighting Askar Askarov here. Alexa Grasso versus Viviane Araujo. Jonathan Martinez versus Cub Swanson. CJ Vergara versus Tatsuro Taira. Mana Martinez versus Brandon Davis. And Piera Rodriguez going up against Sam Hughes. So far, what is that? 7 fights announced. All seem to be pretty solid. Hope that I can make it out to that one. But we are here talking about UFC San Diego. Normally, I start off with what my picks are, but your boy's on a 4-event winning streak right now. So you know what that means for the people that have been around for a while. That means the picks are only behind the Patreon wall, but I usually make the dog of the night play free. And the dog of the night play this week is one that I've been pretty emphatic about all fight week. And it was Dominic Cruz. I got in 2 units at plus 180 at the start of the week, expecting money to come in on one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. But the flashy and vicious nature of Marlon Vera seems to be clouding people's eyes. I don't blame them. Age, all that stuff is on Chito's side. Okay, I get it. But until I truly see Dominic Cruz slowing the fuck down, I am going to go out there and continue and back my guy Dominic Cruz, especially if you get me plus 180 to plus 200. So that's what I'm doing. I got 1 unit at plus 200, 2 units at plus 180. And then even though this is not really a free pick, but it's still essentially a free pick, I got 2 units on the decision only at plus 150 on Dominic Cruz, meaning if Chito Vera wins inside the distance, the bet is a push. If Dominic Cruz wins inside the distance, the bet is a push. The only way for me to lose this bet is if Chito Vera wins by decision. The only way for me to win the bet is if Dominic Cruz wins the fight by decision, and that's how we know what is win condition normally is in these fights. So that's what the free picks are. I do have, I believe, 5 or 6 more other bets for tonight. I am waiting for the Charlie Ontiveros and Gabriel Benitez props to drop. It doesn't seem like a lot of websites are dropping those props. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe they just know everybody's going to be hammering the inside the distance. Fight doesn't go to decision. Oh, looks like it's finally coming out. FanDuel has a method of victory, but they only have draw. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. They don't have many props at all in some of these places. So I really want to bet the fight doesn't go to decision in Benitez and Ontiveros. The under 1.5 is currently juiced all the way up to minus 240, which I get. I completely understand, but I was hoping to get them, 2.5 just for a little bit of insurance, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to get my hands on that. I'll keep my odds on it, up until 4:00 p.m. Eastern time. If I don't get it, I don't get it, but I'm going to have to figure out a way to play Godinez because I feel pretty strong about her. All right, let's see what the chat is saying, since that's what we're here for. And obviously, I'll be doing the totals parlay near the ending of the live stream here, probably in the next 20 minutes. Since it is a fight night, I'll only be doing 30 minutes today. Pay-per-views, I usually reserve at least an hour for the fight day live chat. But considering we have an early card, considering I still got a lot to input for the lock of the night and dog of the night challenge, we're going to keep this short at half an hour. But I will try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. Tammy Guthrie in the chat. Appreciate you coming by, saying what up. Elijah Dream in the chat, as always. Appreciate the love, my friend. Nicholas Lee saying, what's up, y'all? Well, I'm not going to go to the fights today. They wanted 3 tickets for $1,000 and to be all the way at the top, and the last show was $500. Yeah, no. Pass on that. He also said, and once my cousin heard that, he was like, just come over to my house and bring beer. And I was like, bet. I'm like it. I'm like it. I'm like it. I'm like it. Nicholas Lee reminding you guys to say to hit that like as well. Please do. The easiest and best way to show your boy some support. Sans Boulevard in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Scott Tick saying 2 parlays going. Martin, Loopy, Yasmin. I don't mind it. And then he got Martin, Loopy, and Charlie. Charles Oliveira or Charlie Ontiveros, you sly bastard. Bing bong from my guy Lajuan Dream in the chat. Sound Sense Boulevard saying, start the day with some Gaioti Sigma male energy and everyone. Man, I wish I looked into that, man, because I remember Gaioti having like a legitimate striking advantage over Naaman Gracie, and then I expected the ground game to be nullified essentially. I didn't get the time to spend on it, so I didn't want to half-ass it either. Rick the Ruler in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Elijah Dream saying Sandhagen Dong should be fired. I believe that's actually taking place earlier. Let me just quickly pull up when that card is actually going to be taking place. September 17th. So that's when that card is taking place. So at least it's earlier. Scott Tick saying, looking to make a few lottery tickets, 7 or 8 pick parlay. Let's get it. Good luck. I think this could be the card that one of those could end up hitting. Uncle Wheezy in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Allows One Dream saying hung titties, cashing these tickets gonna make me feel better though. Dude, I love that the fights are at 4 p.m. today, but I have my friend's kid's first birthday party to go to, so I'll be catching the fights afterwards later tonight. Omar E saying, which underdog that you didn't bet has the best chance of winning? Best underdog that I didn't bet that has the best chance of winning. Let's see here. Let me just pull up the card real quick for you guys again. Best underdog I didn't bet. Ugh, it's ugly. I gotta go Tyson Nam. Like I would say Nina Nunez as well, but I want nothing to do with that fight, so I'm not gonna tell you guys to do that. But I didn't bet Nam straight up. I'd say he'd probably be the best one. LR is saying Tijuana cartel violence shuts down the city. No bets for me. I know Arriba with the Chicas today. Thinking of just going to an event downtown instead. Go for it. Go for it. Anthony Kuhn saying, what's up, Locke? Works hard to get out content. Appreciate it, my friend. Just hit that like if you guys haven't already. Omar E saying that's a Cruz boost on FanDuel, by the way. I don't mind that. Lock DK has the props on the fight. Do they? I'll have to take a look at it after I hop off the live stream here. Thank you for the and Elijah Dream saying Betway has the props. So I don't have any of my bankroll in Betway though, so don't really want to put anything on that. Jimmy the Drunk saying bet the draw. Could you imagine a 10-8 round 1 for Charlie Ontiveros and then Benitez outpoints him in the next 2? Plus 5,000 for the draw if anybody wants that. Scott Tick saying, kind of like the Charlie for the dog. I was with you. The weigh-in changed my mind. Vera want the belt. Man's motivated. Best of luck. You see it week after week at these ceremonial weigh-ins where the guys like look so fired up. Y'all remember Paul Craig? Yeah, I mean, like, don't let the weigh-ins like that sway you at all. If you pick the fighter or pick the other fighter before the weigh-ins, stick with that fighter. Sans Boulevard saying Ontiveros round 1 plus 800. Anyone? That's what I want to bet. That is what I want to bet. 718 Hustle. Remind you guys, hit that like, please do. Real News MMA in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Andrew Barchenko saying Gabe and Bruno seem like no-brainer on DK. Adonama, and there's no more salary left. Any bummy dogs barking on DK like 7,100 wit or maybe 7,500 CAB. Who's CAB? CAB. 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 Yeah, I'm not sure who you mean by CAB, but I think there are some underdogs that if they win, they could score very well. Nate Landwehr, takedowns, control time, output. Lucindo, takedowns of her own, possible submission finish. Devin Clark, takedowns, possible late finish. Cachoeira, output, but probably not enough. Gerald Mearshart, possible submission. Charlie Ontiveros, possible first round KO. Tyson Nam, possible third round KO. Jason Witt, control time, takedowns, all that. And then I'm not too sold on the Damon Blackshear side myself. DXJC is saying the champion has a name at 155 and his name is Charlie Ontiveros. Don't be doing that. Acai Field Mountaineer in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. David Smith, thank you for stopping by, my friend. This is my dog of the card, Charlie O. I think he gets the KO. I would only wager round one Charlie O at plus 800 if I can get a line on that. Scott Tick saying Ontiveros on the parlay. You are a ballsy mofo, my friend. Joshua Frick saying Budai inside the distance minus 110 free money, baby. I like it. I went straight on the round two plus 550 on FanDuel. Hit that. 718 saying, oh, you could catch the fights on your phone at the birthday party. Look at this guy thinking ahead, but no, I can't do that. I can't do it. Yeah, that's just mad disrespect. He's too close of a friend for me to do that to him. Let's put it that way. Scott Tick saying Boudet all day. David Smith saying Nam. I like that as well. Josh Shergo saying was with you on Cruz all week long. Woke up with the gut feeling that Vera either gets him out in round 4 or 5 or wins a decision. I hate it because I'm a Cruz stan. We shall see how it goes. I can't remember the last time there was this much dissension on the main event. Looking forward to it. I think the last time was maybe Volkov versus Aspinall, and I was obviously on the wrong side there. Hopefully I'm not on the wrong side on this side. Tristan Sherhouse in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Also, Mo and Becky saying, hey, Locke, what's up? I haven't been to your live streams lately, but the one you went through memory lane with the old school music had me smile and keep up the good work. Thank you, my brother. It's all thanks to you guys in the chat. Yeah, I mean, you guys got the conversation to that point for me to bring up those late 90s, early 2000s hip-hop and R&B. Alex Ramirez in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Tammy Gucci saying, Nunez Nam parlay. I'm not a big fan of parlaying underdogs unless it's like a lottery ticket spot, but still, like, taking them straight, you know what I mean, and then carrying over the winnings to the next bet wouldn't be a bad idea either. Scott Tixing, yeah, Paul fucked me good. Told you guys. Don't get caught up in the weigh-ins. Andrew Marchenko saying, oh, that's Pauly Shag's term for catch a beating. That's what it is. Okay. CAB. Yeah, no, I might as well say I had a bet on her last week, 1 year now plus 150, and it carried on over to this week. So there you go. Ursula Mombeki saying I laid decent money on Cruz money line. Your breakdown in line with what I thought about the matchup. That's what I like. See, that's the best way to go about it. You know, I mean, Ursula, perfect example of a guy that ingests content, but then puts it up against his own thoughts and then decides on what to do. The most I can do is do my research, do all my homework, give you guys the information that I believe that I've come up with just by watching these guys fight and the statistics and going through the Instagrams, all that stuff, seeing where they're trading, all that stuff. I give that to you, and then you guys have to decide where you want to pull the trigger, in my opinion. Problem Kid in the chat. GM3 is dog shit, my brother. Hey, if he gets to fight to the ground, he can make things very shaky for Bruno Silva, in my opinion. I would rather take violence in that spot, though, I'll be honest. Marcus Williams in the chat. Appreciate my dude stopping by saying keep up the good work, enjoying the show at my bookstore. Appreciate the love, my friend. Hope you enjoyed the Santos card. I believe that card produced all finishes, so great time to be there. Not to mention your boy Jeff Neal going out there and getting that upset finish as well. Shout out to Marcus Williams. If you guys don't know this guy, dude was legit my first ever supporter when I started this Lock of the Night stuff. Yeah, one of the best dudes. And I actually went to the Apex event with him last year for the Cannoneering Gastelum card. Urso saying plus Landwehr, Yasmin Urigi, and Mirzakana parlay. Landwehr, Underdog parlay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Alexander Ryan saying, to be fair, that 1-year-old will have absolutely no idea what's going on. I know. Y'all are such bad influences. Honestly, you guys are such bad influences. I love you guys, though. Anthony Kuhn saying, is there any fighters today with power and volume? Enjoy the party. Enjoy the birthday party. Power and volume. Like, do you mean together or like this guy has power and this guy has volume? If you can clarify that, I'd be happy to answer that question for you, my friend. Bruno Kovacevic. Sorry if I butchered that name, my friend. Let's fucking go. Hope you all have a great day and good card. Yes, sir. Good luck on your bets today. David Smith saying, I would put the whole bank on Lupi. I wouldn't argue with that. That's all I got to say. Drew V saying, just subscribe to the Patreon. Love your content, brother. Truly appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for the support. Hopefully, I can reward you with a nice winning event on some great reads. Going for my 5th straight winning event. Fingers crossed. Then again, we don't really need luck if we are, if we do the homework and put the time in. Truly appreciate it, my friend. Hop in the Discord if you're on the Patreon. Make sure you hop in the Discord. We got some solid guys in there that are going to be talking shit during the entire event in the live event thread. So make sure you guys go check that out. I unfortunately won't be in there because I don't want any spoilers, but I'll catch up on the event and then hop in that Discord afterwards. Josh Sergo saying, where does Nam beat O'Day outside of overhand right? He's got nothing. I think late. Like again, that's why I'm not playing the money line here, right? I think a lot of his win success only comes in that late spot, like in that third round where O'Day starts to slow a bit and leaves himself exposed. And I think the power of Nam could potentially clip him. I get it. Nam's 38 years old. He's old. He's getting up there in age, all that stuff. But the last thing to go, and we all know this from watching years and years of MMA, the last thing to go is power. And I think that Nam still has that power to put him out. McMaster Peak saying, any picks for PFL today? Unfortunately not. And if I'm not mistaken, it's going on as we speak. So no bets. No bets for PFL. Uncle Weezy saying, my biggest bet today is the Boudet money line, 4.5 units at minus 225, and I have 2 units on Yardagui at minus 184. Both those come through, and it'll be a good day for me. I gotta say, I like both those, Uncle Weezy. I like both those. Good luck, my friend. Leon Nestug saying, I just tried to explain implied probability and line value to a guy that has never tried betting. Holy fuck, that shit is hard. Yeah, people really don't understand it. They don't. And like, especially with this new boom and new wave of betting people coming into the space and it being legalized in all these different states and new countries and stuff, people just want winners. They don't want to hear, okay, I give this guy this % chance of winning. They just want to know who's going to win, who can I put money on, make money on. It's not that easy though. And people are slowly but surely going to find that out as they start losing tickets. Rick the Ruler saying Cruz decision prop plus 300 prop. Cruz decision plus 300 prop, took the shot, had to. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Leon saying to Uncle Weez that both those look sexy. I think you both win. I agree. Tammy saying thanks for all the hard work. Thank you for the support. That's what makes it all worth it. Nicholas Lee saying, in luck, I have somewhat degen play for this card. Vera, Clark, Charlie, Lupita, and Lipsky. What do you think? Well, I'm picking against Vera. I'm picking against Clark. I see the Charlie angle. I like Lupita, and I'm picking against Lipsky. So, sorry, man. I hope it cashes. Actually, no, I don't hope it cashes because that means I will likely have a shitty night. So, we're head to head tonight, Nicholas. I apologize. Lajon Dream saying, see Marcus on Gambler's perspective. Yes, he totally deserves that spot. The man puts his money where his mouth is, and I've seen it firsthand. Bellbetter saying, catch a beating. You know what it is. So you mean power and volume together. Power and volume together. Let's see. I'd say Benitez does that power and volume thing together pretty well. Budai does power and volume pretty well, in my opinion. I'd say Bruno more power than volume, but can still turn up the volume if needed. Cachoeira has like half power, but solid volume. Mirzakhanov, not much volume, but big power. Yadugui, solid power and good volume. David Onama, power and volume, but I think we're going to see it get tested here because, a lot of people expect this fight to play out like the Mason Jones fight, but we know what Mason Jones brings to the table at this point, right? And then Vera, power throughout, volume late. And then Dominic Cruz, half power, full volume. We know what we're getting. Hype Killer saying, who are you feeling for biggest upset tonight? Biggest upset on the card, based on odds alone, I gotta go with, I think it's going to be Nate the Train. I think Nate the Train pulls it off at plus 290. God damn, I wish I got that kind of line. But yeah, based on the odds right now, and the biggest underdog that I'm picking to pull off the upset would be Nate Landwehr. Tristan saying, I hope they caught hell if she loses another split decision. This might be the end of the road for her. Like I said all week, I think the reason they moved this fight to San Diego was because it's her hometown, and this will likely be her last fight anyway. Lajon Dream saying, I always forget about the Discord. You can't forget about the Discord, my friend. Leon Stu saying, Nam finish only is plus 230. I don't mind that myself. I'm hoping, like, the thing that comes in the back of my head, and all week I've been saying it, I'm saying, Nam has solid durability. Last time he got knocked out was almost 10 years ago. I think he'll be able to hold up, but you know, overnight, who knows what's going to happen to his durability, and if O'Day Osborne could be the one to exploit it here. I'll just tell you guys, I put 0.1 unit on Nam round 3 at plus 2200 on points bet. 0.1. That's all I'm putting on him. 0.1 unit. MMA betting prodigy in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. Uncle Weezy saying I had inside info that Brzezinski was off the PEDs and that he wasn't going to be the same fighter. Yeah, he does not look good at all on the skills. Leon saying Hedin Ferrer is a great bet at minus 125. He's a much better striker and is much bigger. He should be minus 250. D'Elia just won a robbery decision versus a 9-6 bum. I think D'Elia is the better wrestler, and I think he could get this to the ground and grind him out. So be very careful. Unknown saying just waiting for 2 fights to get moved so I can redo my DK lines again. Hopefully that doesn't happen here, my friend. MMA betting prodigy saying Austin Vanderford got exposed. People were calling that an upset. I was on Jeffrey all day. Good shit. I wish I looked into that a little bit better, but I'm happy whenever there's Canadians out there getting finishes. Nicholas Lee saying, Locke, we are gambling. Some people lose, some people win, some people lose. It's how it works, and I hope I beat you. Well, we'll see next week when we come back and when I see you in the live chat again. But good luck to you, my friend. Urso saying, when I started listening to you, I had no idea what line value and implied probability was. Had to lose some money to really get a grasp and understand betting, as you were saying. Exactly. That's what it takes for everybody, right? Everybody, once they stumble upon gambling, they're like, oh, I can do this. I can call winners. And then after a couple months, you're like, oh shit, this is a little bit harder than I actually thought it was. And that's when you start leaning on those other things and the other aspects of the betting world. Let's see here. McMaster Peak saying FanDuel has Cheeto in round 4 or 5 or decision at 100 still plus 100. I really think it only comes around 3, 4, or 5. Like, again, a lot of people said last time they were surprised if Rob Font would lose a decision to Marlon Vera, but it ended up happening. But it came at the hands of him landing multiple knockdowns. And I'm not sure if he'll be able to land multiple knockdowns here against Dominic Cruz. Maybe one, but that's about it. Bree in the chat saying, thank you for reminding me about PFL being early today. Yes, I think the main card actually starts in a half an hour, so you've already missed some prelims, my friend. Alexander Ryan saying Nate in front of a full crowd is very live. Exactly. That guy is going to be feeding off that crowd as well. MMA betting prodigy saying I got Nate the train as well. Let's get it. Let's go. Ursul Mwambeki saying I never hope for people to get released. That's just weird thinking. Yeah. You're essentially telling somebody that you hope they lose their job. You're hoping that they don't lose their job. Got my cousin in the chat. Appreciate my cousin stopping by. The 90s, big up, Lock. Love the show. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you stopping by as always. You guys know it. Fight Day live chat, 1 p.m. Eastern, every fight day. Atkins Zulhire. Apologies if I butchered your name there, my friend. What are we thinking about Jasmine first round KO plus 700? I think it might have to come to like an accumulative striking finish. I don't know if it'll happen in the first round, but I think eventually she'll get the finish. I think the safer way to play is just play KO straight up, which is still getting about plus 250 on. If you want to take the flyer on plus 700, I could see that, but plus 250 is not bad either. Let's see here. Bree saying, do you have any worry of Dom out striking Cheeto on numbers, but the bigger shots of Cheeto swinging judges on decision? It could sway like 1 or 2 rounds, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. And again, this is what I think this is what a lot of people are getting wrong about this matchup, is they think it's going to be a 25-minute kickboxing match. Dominic Cruz has legitimate wrestling on his side, right? Dominic Cruz is a guy since his WEC days has landed 55 takedowns at a 43% clip. And Cheeto Vera, not notoriously known for his takedown defense. So I don't think that there's going to be as many opportunities for Cheeto to land these big shots and knock him down and land those big shots, right? I think it's going to come down to him getting it every now and then while he's going up against the takedowns and the output of Dominic Cruz. So, yeah. And again, in Dominic Cruz, we're talking about one of the smartest fighters of all time, one of the highest fight IQs of all time. So, again, I'm ready to be wrong come tonight, but at this number, it's Ludicrous to think that Chito Vera is value at all in this spot. Leon Estestug saying D'Elia can win around with wrestling, but his gas tank is so much worse and he can't take down a guy of that size consistently. D'Elia is not a good wrestler. He is okay. Klitzen is way better at it. We shall see. I'm not betting on it. Again, I didn't do the tape study. This is just from memory. Scott Tick saying tonight is scary. I feel way too good about too many of these fights. Right? Like I feel like maybe I am having these rose-colored glasses on about Dominic Cruz, but after running the tape and having the confidence that he's still showing high-level skills in his last two fights, after all these surgeries that he's had to go through, I'm okay with it. Nicholas Lee singing, if you beat me, I hope every kid at that party kicks you in the shin. What an asshole. Love you, Nicholas Lee, honestly. Leon Estestug saying Hennon probably just KOs D'Elia in round 1. Wow. Well, we shall see how that one plays out. I have no bets on it. If you're betting on Hennon, good luck to you, my friend. DXJC saying Chito's leg kick's going to tear up those cadaver ligaments. Possible, right? He survived 15 minutes with another heavy leg kicker in Pedro Munoz. We'll see if he can hold it up here against the younger Chito Vera. Tammy Gucci saying watching it now, PFL. Leon saying James Cross's friend bet about 3 million Onama. I ended up hearing that was like kind of a joke. Somebody saying you put 3 units and like they're just joking that 1 unit is a million for them. And I'd be very skeptical about them actually getting that line down. Andrew Marchenko saying, where's logic in bringing a 20-year-old Lucindo to the UFC? Is she a prospect or just a last-minute sacrifice sheep for a Yasmin? She is a step in. I believe she's a short notice spot, but she has decent experience for a 20-year-old, right? We're talking about somebody who has 15 fights of experience. She's been fighting since she was 15 years old. So, like, she has legitimate experience, but we'll see how it pans out. I don't think that this is a good matchup for her, though. MMA betting prodigy saying I'm on Cruz also. Just worried about the leg kicks. How do you think he will handle those leg kicks? The closest comparison we have is the Pedro Munoz fight, right? Pedro Munoz landed 25 leg kicks. He landed some of them pretty clean as well. But it looked like, Cruz with his movement does a good shot in terms of moving with the movement, moving with the kicks or rolling with the damage, if that's what you call it, checking the kicks or not even being there to be kicked either. And again, I think people are, I've said it before. I just said it 5 minutes ago. Like, I think people are overlooking how much grappling there could potentially be here from the Dominic Cruz side. 90s saying, I've seen loads of people betting Cruz scorecards, no action, but Vera could win a decision here. Like, it's not out of the question. I think you mean decision only Cruz. I think that the chances of Vera winning a decision are very low, honestly. Tristan Charles saying Hill deserves to get cut, especially if she loses another split decision. Talk about no excitement when she's down. She refuses to go balls to the wall. Yeah, complains about the judges every time. Again, I think win, lose, or draw, this will likely be her last fight. All right, I'll take these last couple questions, then I'll drop the totals parlay. Then I got to get out of here. Let's see. Urso saying, thought on the main event next week. Usman just going takedown after takedown. Leon has improved a lot. I'm very hesitant on the fight. Have to really look into Leon Edwards' takedown defense. I'm the biggest Kamaru Usman truther, but I likely will be passing on that fight. Yeah, I mean, I think he's minus 400, minus 340. If that line starts to creep into the minus 200s, I'll think about possibly parlaying him, but I think at a certain point, age is going to catch up to him. I just don't know if Leon Edwards is the guy to expose him. Leon saying people were way too low on Klitzen after he got caught by that Jamal Jones bum. I'm not saying Hennon is the lock, but he should be at least minus 200. You're getting some good line value on that then if you want to take a shot there. McMaster Peak saying women's parlay, Godinez by decision, Lipsky and Yadagui money line plus 275. The Godinez decision I get, but I'm a little bit skeptical about that because I could see her potentially getting a finish on the mat, but otherwise I don't mind it. Then again, I am against Lipsky as well. Ursul's saying, I think it comes down to how good Edwards' takedown defense is. I agree. Nicholas is saying, I knew that was going to make you laugh. I love you, brother. Chito has so much power in his volume punches. That's the scariest thing to me. True. Zach saying, if you need reassurance about Vera and his 5-round capabilities, take a look at a picture of Rob Font after 5 rounds. Again, I will say this. Rob Font stands in front of his opponents way more than Dominic Cruz does. We shall see. Good luck to everybody on Vera. That's all I want to say. But y'all must have forgot. Leon saying it wasn't a joke lock. The title of the podcast is 3 million big bet ever or something. You can find it on Cruz's channel. Yeah, that's wild. People say Fon's got the best boxing in the division. Volume-wise, yes, but defensively, you know, I think he has a 56% striking defense compared to the 71% striking defense of Dominic Cruz. Leon saying he might have lied. A lot of people lie to get that click as well. Nicholas saying, and when one of those kids kicks you, all you're gonna say is it's fucking Nicholas. Exactly. Tristan saying, thanks for having a good birthday party. Absolutely. All right. Let me just drop the totals parlay here for you guys, and then I'm out of here. It is a 5-legger. Again, it's more so meant to be a lottery ticket than anything, so don't go too crazy on it. We're going to go Clark Mirzakhanov under 1.5. Obviously, expecting a Mirzakhanov early finish there. Mearshard Silva under 1.5. Expecting an early Silva finish there. Hel Godinez. That one is the sketchiest one for me, right? Because I think that could finish inside the distance with Godinez, but I think more than likely it goes over that 2.5 round mark. Altaveras Benitez under 1.5. Obvious reasons. And then Blackshears Zalal over 2.5. Not the guy being finished in their professional MMA career. Definitely is good enough weight for that. All right. Love you guys. You guys are honestly the best. Coming out every freaking fight day to hop onto the Fight Day live chat. Again, if you guys don't already know, I do the MMA Lock Talk Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, where we just sit and do this. We just talk to the chat for an hour for 4 days a week. So make sure you guys come on by for that as well if you don't already. Love you guys. Good luck on your best night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll actually see you guys tomorrow evening, likely late evening, for a Contender Series breakdown for the next Contender Series card. All right. Peace out, guys. Good luck. See you tomorrow.